Chris and I were really excited to move back to Texas in June of 2020. It was in the middle of the pandemic. I didn't have a job lined up, but within a week and a half of moving into our new home, I was offered an incredible job. We knew some people here, we had found an incredible house, and everything just felt like it was falling into place. In late December, I finally got into a doctor. And I say finally because I had some things that were concerning for me. They did some testing and recommended I have a biopsy, and I followed through with all the tests they requested. And on December 30th of 2020, I was at work, it was noon, and the doctor called and said, "Hey, Amy, you have breast cancer. I'm so sorry." Chris and I went to his mom's house for family dinner for New Year's, and when we arrived, I had to excuse myself because I couldn't stop crying. I had questions. I knew everyone else had questions, but I didn't have any answers. One of the things I knew for sure after diagnosis, I wasn't doing this alone. I didn't want to do it alone. I reached out to friends and family, and one of the friends I reached out to asked her small group to pray for us. These people prayed for us and didn't even know us. Then they started delivering dinner every time I had a chemo treatment. They were asking us to dinner. These people didn't even know me, but they loved me. We had attended a few services at Clear Creek with our friends, and through that met a bunch of people who had been praying for us, but didn't even know their names. Our friends were telling us about this thing called small group. We'd been hearing about it for a while, and eventually we joined a small group. It came time for my first surgery, and Chris and I drove into the hospital, and it was 6:30 in the morning, and all the women from my small group were in the bed of a truck with noisemakers and the kids and their pink boas and signs. These women and kids tailgated for my surgery. I didn't know that kind of love existed. And if this was what being loved by Jesus looked like, I wanted to know more about Jesus. I'm proud to say I made it through cancer treatment, and I tell people all the time, I'm not mad I got sick. I'm actually grateful for the experience. For a long time, I felt like God was tapping me on the shoulder and trying to invite me in, and that tap over the last year turned to a slap. It took cancer to open my eyes to God and His people.
Baptize in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy